The NTIA awards $224 million through the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program. Regional provider Clearwave Fiber nears completion on a project in Georgia. Time spent streaming continues to grow, as does Utopia Fiber with their 20th city agreement. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. More than $224 million has been awarded by the National Telecommunications and Information Administration through the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program. The 18 grants were awarded to tribal areas in Alaska, Arizona, California, Iowa, Minnesota, Montana, New Mexico, Nevada, New York, South Dakota, and Virginia. To date, the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program has awarded a total of $1.5 billion, with 112 tribal entities receiving funds. In addition, the NTIA this week awarded upwards of $5 million to the state of Idaho for planning grants for broadband equity access and deployment and Digital Equity Act programs. The money will help the state plan how they will award funding to deploy high-speed internet networks and develop digital skills training. Last month, Ohio received nearly $6.5 million in planning, Louisiana, $2.9 million. Well, Clearwave Fiber is slated to complete deployment of a fiber network in Peachtree Corners, Georgia, before the end of the year. The regional fiber service provider will provide symmetrical multi-gigabit services to a 500-acre living laboratory known as Curiosity Lab. The overall project will eventually provide service to 500,000 homes and businesses. Clearwave Fiber, active in Illinois, Kansas, Florida, and Georgia, with nearly 6,000 route miles of fiber. Word that the Federal Communications Commission's Emergency Connectivity Fund has earmarked nearly $84 million to 8 states to help neutralize the impact of COVID-19 on students. Funding will go to schools and libraries in both of the Carolinas, Georgia, California, Iowa, Minnesota, Oklahoma, and Pennsylvania. Utah-based Utopia Fiber has inked a deal with their 20th municipality. The City Council in West Haven, Utah, approved an agreement to build a $17.6 million citywide high-speed broadband network. Utopia provides fiber-to-the-home services with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second for residential customers, 100 gigabits per second for business customers. Revenue from U.S. subscription streaming services jumped by more than 17% during the third quarter, that according to numbers from the Digital Entertainment Group. Year-to-date, U.S. consumers have spent $22.3 billion on streaming. Overall TV use increased during the month of October. Streaming platforms led the way with 37.3% of all viewing time nationwide. That's the 8th consecutive month of growth for streaming. Nielsen's monthly snapshot of TV use also showed that broadcast viewing jumped 10% from the month prior, boosted in part by the lead-up to the midterm elections and a whole lot of sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on This Week in the Broadband Universe.